After I posted my initial thoughts on the 2 teaser clips that Universal released a few days ago, the internet was flooded with new clips and photos to go alongside them. And when the trailer finally does drop on Thursday, I'm sure we're all going to have a lot more to talk about. That being said, the small video clip of Rexy opening her eye and looking at Owen Grady is one that is getting a lot of people hyped for the new movie. What this scene entails, nobody knows for certain as of yet, but I'm willing to bet that it will involve the animal getting released from its captivity and out amongst something that we presently don't know about. I want to stress that the information on members of the cast being auction dinosaur buyers and mercenaries is all still relevant, and James Cromwell's Benjamin Lockwood is still a character that we haven't officially seen as of yet, so don't be surprised if all of that stuff gets revealed when the trailer drops on Thursday. While we've been discussing the making of Fallen Kingdom extensively on the channel, I still feel obligated to let any newcomers know that the film seems to be going away from the militarized dinosaur route and instead going for a darker and more mission-based tone, similar to that of The Lost World. And thank God we're not going down the dinosaurs as weapons road, because damn it, the stuff that they were putting together for Jurassic Park 4 in the 2000s looked like it would have put me in a coma with how ridiculous it looked. Now, apart from this initial clip of Roberta, we also got an incredibly cool looking photo from the film itself, showing off the Baryonyx in full. Now, some have shown concern with how this dinosaur is being portrayed in the new film, as it would appear that the snout and basic skull shape for the animal is a bit different from what we've seen within the actual fossilized remains, but I can't personally see any major insults to the real life creature. In fact, when I initially thought that the animal shown in the earlier clip was a Baryonyx, I believe so because of the similarity the dinosaur shared with some of the original Jurassic Park toys that came out back in the day. As the designs of both the first and second film's figures for this animal both shared similarities with what we saw here. This scene feels like it will be a pivotal moment somewhere in the center of the movie, and with all of the lava falling around the facility and our characters, I think it's clear to say that this is on Nublar during the volcanic eruption. Now, for those thinking that the volcano aspect itself being an odd thing to see in the film, I want to remind you that all of the facilities in Jurassic Park and even the laboratories and villages on Sorna ran on geothermal power. This basically means that the power that's used on the islands is obtained by using the heat underneath the Earth's crust as an energy source, and this was actually first addressed in both of Crichton's novels, as well as the second film. Nublar itself was always shown to be extremely volcanic, actually, so I really don't see these plot points being ridiculous at all, and I actually feel like this is an excellent way to move the future stories off of the island. Now, for those that are unaware, the original novel ends with Nublar being destroyed, and while this didn't happen in the first movie, the fact that we are seeing it take place now in the fifth seems rather obvious to me. Bayona has been quoted with saying that he reread both The Lost World and Jurassic Park before he began work on the movie, as well as all of the other books by Crichton to get ready for this sequel, which means
ugly gorillas, ugly, go away.
Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. If you know what this is, well, yeah. The other photo that was released actually features the infant velociraptor we saw not too long ago, and this creature is presently being called Baby Blue by many people. Now, I initially said that I believed that the clip we got a couple of weeks ago was a flashback, and I also stated that I could very well be wrong. And while I'm not really leaning on either side of the fence anymore, it seems clear now that the footage didn't take place in the old visitor center, and it instead looks like it's a part of a nursery of some kind that's used to house these tiny raptors. Many were asking why I believed that it was a flashback in the first place, with Owen Grady wearing his shirt from Fallen Kingdom, and my favorite response to that was on Reddit, I believe, where somebody deduced that humans tend to own more than one shirt. And I thought that was hilarious, whoever that was. But in all seriousness, I was using Jurassic Park 3 as a reference to the scene being a flashback more than anything. If you recall back to the third movie, Alan has his raptor dream, and actually dreams up one of the newer raptors with the quills on their heads instead of the plain brown females he'd seen in the first movie. And continuity errors like this are basically what led me to believe the possibility of this taking place before the events of Fallen Kingdom. Now, it could be Blue as an infant, but it could also just as likely be her offspring, so at this point, I'm not really sure. An extended version of the Run teaser was also released, and it gives us another look at a new dinosaur. This one looking very much so like the Suchomimus that we all saw on Jurassic World's website. It could also be the Baryonyx in all its glory out in the open, though. Now, I have a hard time believing that they would introduce both Baryonyx and Suchomimus into the new movie because of the public's knowledge being so low of both of these animals, but it looks to be around the proper size of the real-life Suchomimus, and the color scheme of the website even seems to be employed, so it could very well be a Suchomimus. Apart from that, the only dinosaur I'm hoping to see in the new movie that we haven't gotten any photographic proof of yet is the Carnotaurus. I'm really hoping this dinosaur becomes a part of the film series, as it was one of my favorite parts of the second novel, and seeing as how the Baryonyx rumors have come true, I have a lot of hope of seeing that dinosaur as well. Now, spoilers are actually ahead in the video, so if you don't want to know anything about the general plot of Fallen Kingdom or the basic setup, then please click off and come back at a safer time. I know that some of you are really trying to avoid major plot details, so consider this your fair warning. As for the rest of us though, it was recently revealed in Entertainment Weekly that Claire Dearing has actually started up an organization called the Dinosaur Protection Group, or at least that's what they're calling it now, and that she's trying to find a way to get the dinosaurs off of the island before the volcanic eruption. She apparently has reached out to Owen Grady to let him know what's about to go down, and this, I would assume, starts the adventure that we will be getting in 2018. Now, of course, we're speculating that the volcano aspect of the film will take place in the middle of the movie because of Trevorrow's previous statements on trying to echo the first Jurassic Park film's timeline of events by having the biggest and most elaborate part take up the center of that movie. And I think the dinosaur auction buyers and other known leaked information will probably take place after the Nublar scenes have transpired and during the third act. This is also when I think the new video clips of the Tyrannosaurus are going to take place. The biggest thing I'm taking away from this bit of information is that it seems that Claire and Owen aren't really as close as we thought they would be after the events of the last film, or at least I think that's what they seem to be hinting at. I wouldn't imagine that Claire would need to reach out to Owen if he was always around, so in my mind, it looks like they may have had another falling out after the events of the last film, but all of this is just speculation and nothing more, and it could change literally in an instant. Now, I'm curious to know what all of your opinions are on the new film and what you think the movie will be about down in the comments below. If you liked what you've seen, I'd appreciate the like and hope you'll consider subscribing so that you can see me again. I'll see you on the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.